Go. Oh, I think I need to subscribe to you, Jack.
Yes, hello
Phew.
and welcome back to RPGs Uncovered. And just like my favorite Eldritch being the Eye here, you too can subscribe to my channel without needing any fancy components or complex Eldritch rituals. All you need to do is scroll down and click a button. But that little aside there. Yeah, welcome back to RPGs Uncovered. We are back with another episode of From Behind These Eyes, our four-person Baldur's Gate 3 sort of narrative, play it like a module experience. We're having a lot of fun. As you can see, if you're familiar with the game, we are up at the top of Moonrise Towers. We just kicked Ketheric's ass and then he ran away. So we're about to jump down into this mess, and it's gonna be a mess, and it's gonna be great. But before we get into that, real quick stuff, really just introductions. As usual, I'll save all of the extra announcements and where to find all of us until later, so we can get right into playing the game. But do stick around because I have some cool things to mention coming up. But let's jump into our introductions as normal. Let's start off with our Dragonborn Barbarian, now Paladin, the Eye.
I am the Eye. I play Cindarl, the pirate, barbarian, and now supplicant to Tempest, the god of war. In regular D&D, he would be a Oath of Conquest. In this game, it's Oath of Vengeance, possibly Oathbreaker, but if that does happen, we're not going to really get into it because he should be Oath of Conquest anyway. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Down the list, and actually right beside, we have Veken, played by Zach, scheduled for launch.
Hey everybody, I'm Zach from Schedule for Launch, and I sound very different tonight because this is how I sound when I lose my voice. So
This is
I'm
actually
playing
substitute Zach.
This substitute Zach. This is I was gonna say Jack, but that doesn't work
No.
in this one specific situation. Anyway, I'm gonna be playing Veken Mountain Home, the dwarf, sword bard, warlock, mess of a merchant, trying his best.
All right. And then we have everybody's favorite, probably
Yeah.
well-educated wizard, and
Maybe.
apparently a new flaming friend in the background.
Yes.
Tal.
Hey everyone, I'm Tal, and I'm in the game as Rest, and I am playing the rather prestigious and excellent Githzarai, who is stacked at the moment. I've got, he is just, I was just going through his statistics and, +5 to most things. He's got saving through pretty and everything. He is absolutely lethal at the moment. That's me, and he's a pirate hunting wizard.
23 intelligence, I just noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that
23 and him.
got that Sharon blessing super buffs
Yeah.
from last episode.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
All right. And then I am back reprising my role as Xre'nav'Ira, our Githzarai spy and assassin. Having a lot of fun with this. Of course, now I have full Sharon gear on, which really doesn't make a lot of sense for the character, but it's the best we have right now. Yeah. What is it? Gloomstalker Assassin, I think I'm going with. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I heard that it's Gluten Stalker.
Is that where we're going now?
Yeah, Soy Stalker.
Also, Jahir's here, but I think she's staying up top. All right.
Yes.
She is.
So, quick recap. Actually, not terribly much to say. We stormed Moonrise Towers last episode, made short work of the whole gaggle of enemies fortified in the tower foyer there. Did a really cool pincer maneuver with Xre'nav'Ira up in the rafters, and then everyone just kind of went crazy and got rid of all those enemies. That was a lot of fun. Probably the best I've seen that combat go, but again, we're playing the game for the narrative, not for the combat, and therefore we're on the easiest difficulty. I forget what it's called.
Explore.
Explorer. I always want to call it trivial. No, it's Explorer
Damn.
difficulty.
You might want to fix your camera there, Jack.
Oh yeah. As usual, Zach's camera is all over the place. I'll
It's
get
'cause
that fixed.
I'm doing something different today.
Oh,
so-
all right, okay.
Ooh.
Well then I guess I will have to play around with that. Yeah, and then we made our way up to Moonrise Towers, or up to the top of the tower here. Ketheric had some words to say. Aelin had some other words to say. We beat up a whole bunch of skeletons and kicked this guy's ass, and then he had even more words to say, swatted Aelin out of the air, and jumped down this hole or something. So, because he's running away, now we gotta go chase him down into this bloody tentacle-filled oozing pit, which is going to be about as fun as that sounds. So let's jump into this. I will fix the camera real quick. Do we have any role play to start off with before we dive down this this hollow tower?
I don't.
Mechanically, do we want a short rest? Because I think we had figured out roleplay stuff last time.
Yeah, we ended on a pretty good mark. All right, short rest it is. Easy enough.
Nice.
All right.
All right, let's jump on in.
Yes. I
Take
will
this
leap.
time.
I will take a leap of faith.
Oh.
We got this. Ah.
I would imagine that ball is like those. You go to those adult play areas with those rubber bands that you fall through, and it just kind of.
This must
Slowly.
be where they harvest the tentacles.
But it's a
Ooh.
We're
lot more
close to the
moist.
source of the infections.
I hate this place.
All of this sitting beneath moonrise.
Does it
For how long?
does seem
And
rather
how deep does it go?
horrific?
This is definitely enemy territory. I do suggest, Nav, that you take the lead.
Yes, this is an illithid nest of some kind. We are sure to find.
The same assemble.
Oh.
Well, that
Oh,
I suppose. But first, I have the feeling that there is some grand divining eye in the sky that I need to properly calibrate real quick.
ah.
Yes.
just- Quick question. I can hit them with fire down here, can't I? They're not resistant and that kind of thing. I mean, mind flayers, they still burn up, don't they?
As far as I'm aware, they fall to.
Excellent, excellent. Ah. In that case, I just need to gain.
I would also comment that interested in the last buff that we have here.
I'm sorry, what happened?
There's a buff called Rejuvenating Miasma.
Mm. That's
just-
not.
You could just raise things from the dead without a corpse. You can just do it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
We'll give it a shot, bone boy.
Well,
But you might lose your elemental, wouldn't you?
No, you don't. As long as it's
Really?
two different creature types, like you can't. I don't think you can summon like two elementals. but
I
you
wasn't
can
sure if it was
summon-
concentration or not.
I
Alright.
don't believe so. I don't think so.
So how do I just like that? Ah, marvelous.
That's not Carter.
That's a new
Breathe
friend.
deep and move.
Unlimited
I shall
commerce.
call you.
Tread
Cheaper.
carefully. We are very close to the source of the absolute now. The telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Oh.
Seems
no,
there
I
are more
don't
of
think I
these
should be going
intellect
first.
devourers.
Stay away from me.
They do not seem to be aggressive.
I want to have a word.
No, I believe they recognize us as one of their
They're
own,
not attacking.
tuned to the
Ah,
worms.
yes.
Seems they think we're allies.
Do we deal with them now, or what? The best option?
I think we should let them be until we get a scope of the land here. They are likely mentally communicating with others in the area, at least subconsciously. We don't want to alert anyone of a potential threat.
So, having my brains eaten would not be ideal right now.
Assemble.
At the ready.
I don't like any of this.
I wonder how many pilgrimages
No,
of
no,
Moonrise
pretty
ended
horrific.
down here.
This must
More.
be... This must be under that pit we saw in the dungeon. How they're disposing of all
There's
these
a-
bodies.
There's a chap over there. Do we go and approach and talk to him or her? Or
Go ahead. I'm sure nothing.
I say, hello there.
No
Yeah.
get
will
to step on
spark
anything.
behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Could you point me in the direction of your master,
Ma.
please?
Down, deep, one of three. One of three.
Okay. Yes, I don't think this chap's going to tell us anything else useful, to be honest. And
So does everyone remember the intellect devourer that you can pull from the skull in the first act of first part of the first act?
The one I
yeah.
believe you squished between your giant hands.
Yes. If you let it survive, you find it here. in
Yep.
this cage.
Actually makes for a really good summons.
It's really strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's really pretty good. Let me just
Severed
raise
pelvis. What's this?
video. I need audio.
I am not a big fan of the idea of a sentient being being enslaved in this way.
Yes, but if we kill it, will that not alert them to our presence and the fact that we are hostile and have hostile intentions?
Most likely.
Well, let's not kick over the ant's nest until you have to, eh?
We should at least get a better lay of the land. When we're done here, when we've severed Ketheric's control of this area,
The
and
moment come. The
Oh, I'm going to burn this place to the ground.
hopefully deal with that, we can come back and put this person out of their misery. It doesn't happen naturally.
Chop, chop.
List of rules. Now, from one of the travelers that was
Design.
called.
Never think.
It's for
I
the
seem to be
kids.
having some sound issues. Oh,
Wonderful.
no. Everything's back. All right, we're good. That's a new one. Wow.
And lead on, I say.
There's
This
a
lake
Lilith
of blood
device
again.
here.
Even bigger
Ooh.
up close.
Oh, yes, this is where we were underneath the tower, underneath the dungeon before.
Should I attempt to use it?
Pretty faces gone.
Either you or I would probably be best suited for it. I'm not sure what it
Well,
does.
No faces, only
Uh,
meat.
Let
let's
me
find
take a
out.
look.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Offering from Moonrise Towers.
Oh,
That confirms how they're
Chop.
moving these bodies.
oh, God, that's horrific. Oh,
To everything we've been through, you're squeamish now.
we're inside a giant thing that's full of blood and guts and gore.
We
Yeah,
are stepping over
it's
countless
making me
corpses.
squeamish.
It is actually rather impressive that they've gathered so many.
Oh,
Baldur's Gate will know
that is a lot of undead.
our
It's a good thing you have the power of God on your side.
Well, yes, indeed.
There's far
The,
more here than I thought, actually.
I could,
Any
maybe they'll try. I could try and communicate with them. Could that be helpful?
Is it common for the mind flayers to have armies of undead?
we will take the city.
maybe Ketheric,
Every
right? This might be
soul
his.
made true.
Ah,
His
yes, their own
choice.
personal army.
This is very confusing. I'm a mind flayer working with a undead necromancer.
Strange bedfellows.
Actually, their mind flayers are quite nervous about the arcane, correct?
Down.
What? I think Jack's having some issues.
Yeah.
Here,
I
so.
got it.
We can hear you.
Yeah, no, I can hear people again. The tech gremlins got me today.
Oh, no.
Something going on with my my sound output. Okay. Hopefully that stays fixed. Sorry, what were you saying? And it dropped again.
Cindarl asked if it's common for Illithid to have undead armies.
No, not typically.
Chosen all my
They
heart,
well,
and you are
they
ready.
don't tend to work in a normal army military fashion. They rely on their Illithid troops mostly as
Ah,
How'd they spot us?
I didn't do anything.
None of us moved.
no.
I didn't move.
It's fun time then. Okay, I have
Sounds not-
2 frenzies left. I think
You
this is
have to-
gonna be.
If you stick close to me, Cindarl, I might be able to hasten your actions.
Well, what's the range on haste?
Good question.
I thought you
I
could
know.
cast it from like 60 feet away.
These guys are actually surprisingly hardy.
Yeah, they are.
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
According to the haste I can cast, it only has a 9-meter range.
Ah,
All right, big question. Do I use one of my rages now? I have 2 left for the day.
we should be able to take these out.
I think there's only one other big fight down there, right? Like, there's another fight, but
Yeah, aside from the big fight, I think this is
yeah.
the biggest fight we're gonna see before then, so alright. I really wish I knew what was going on with my sound.
Good damage.
Alright.
Excellent.
Alright, and these winged horrors are not ghouls this time, though they occasionally share the same animation.
Ooh.
But we have greater zombies. Yeah, the death shepherds back there are the big guys.
Yeah, they're the big bads.
Don't think I can get close enough to hit them. Nah.
I do appreciate the fact that I finally got enough initiative to go first in combat.
Go forth, Stephen. See what damage you can do.
Did you call him Steven?
Yeah, Stephen the Skeleton.
Gotcha. Oof. Wow. Wow. That was a lot of damage.
Mhm.
I wish I was able to see that skeleton.
Look.
Come to me, abominations. All right, you can raise him back from the dead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ah. Let's see. Can he do anything? No, he cannot.
Doesn't he have a teleport or something? I thought fire launchers do. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's have a look. Smoldering touch. Yeah. Elemental warp. Oh yeah, teleport. Lovely. Oh. Yeah. Perfect.
Nice.
I remember. I remember spellcasting things.
Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like there's only one death shepherd here.
Well, a good thing I was
Tactician, I
over
believe
there.
there's two.
Right then. Let's see. Now then, what can I do? Yes. I could maybe. Why is that not? Nope. So let's just go this way. No. Path interrupted, so I'm a bit limited as to what I can do. Let's do. That.
Oh, how I do love it when they all come to me. Oh, apparently they want the elements more than
Interesting.
All right, let's see where we can get.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Trying
Beautiful.
to show me up.
Just trying to
protect
show
Dragonbord over there.
what I can do.
Ah,
I'm surrounded by dead men.
see if we can. Yes.
Critical hit to deal 1 damage. Nice.
Oof.
Breaks through undead fortitude when you do that too, though, doesn't it?
Wait, you crit? I don't know, does it?
That's how it works in the tabletop.
Nah, I can't get a sneak attack.
Undead Fortitude. When reduced to 0 hit points, regain 1 hit point instead, unless the damage is radiant or caused by a critical hit.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Let's see. I think this would be a good time for a many shot arrow. whatever they're called.
I believe you are correct.
Nope, that's all my poisons. Gotta find the right bag. There we go. Arrow of many targets. Shoot. Let's start with this one. Nice.
Oh. Wow.
Beautiful shot.
That's awesome.
There we are. No, I'll just hang out.
Yeah. We don't need any more of those popping back up now, do we?
Clack, clack.
It's clacking at me.
Yes. I need to remember that Veken is there.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Yes. Now let's see. Okay. Yes. Erupting cinder might not be the best. Let's see now. How about one of those? Let's see. No, sounds good. With that.
You need me out of the way, I'll leave in a moment.
So it's fine. I've got
I think
it all
undead
under
force could also
control.
be affected by fire, no?
You would, wouldn't you? Let's do.
You made him mentally fatigued. Very good.
That is the most mentally fatigued zombie I've ever heard.
Veken, can I suggest getting out of there?
As the kids like to say, let him cook.
Launched that one.
Really, time for a song?
It was supposed to be a blade flourish, and then it bounced back, and now it's not letting me teleport to it, even though I, like... Okay. Odd.
Huh.
I have an idea.
What is that?
What is that?
It's an idea.
Is that?
Is it the spider egg? It is indeed. I was right.
Hmm.
Oh!
Interesting.
Roll them, or do they just go after?
Tiny little level 1 spider. And there it goes.
Well, there's several of them.
Oh,
so-
they're all okay. Are they all stacked on top of each other?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. How?
Anything I need to know about this guy?
Let's get this guy.
Yeah, resistant to all physical
Oh,
damage.
he keeps missing. Ugh.
Or Steve.
He just needs to get his eye in. It's literally fallen out. He just needs to pop it back in.
I take that
God's
one. to
watching
heart.
me.
On a side note, the
Seriously.
Death Shepherd's image is so goofy looking.
Yeah,
I know, right?
not a
Mm.
fan.
Yeah.
He's just a happy little guy.
Just happy to his gilly man.
Yeah.
Gotta be cautious.
I wouldn't keep using those if I were you.
No.
Yeah, the Death Shepherd is resistant to all physical damage, so we gotta focus magical attacks on him.
Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. Let's see what I can do to him then. What have I got? What have I got? Over here. Good shout.
Oof.
Beautiful.
Oh!
You hit your
Whoa.
elemental.
Is that what he? I was wondering if that's what he just did.
Yep, you targeted your elemental.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you never disappoint, Tao.
Victor, that is not how elementals work. You can't just feed them more flames.
Does that not heal him?
All right,
I
me
thought-
and all my boys are gonna go.
Oh. Oh. Why am I so terrible?
Oh, poor Tao. Oh, I took one out. The spiders took one out. Woo! Oh, you control them?
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
Is that because they think you're the mum?
Hmm. Mummy Veken.
I can't believe I just did that. Finger layers. Imagine what it's like trying to play a competitive game. Like, where you actually need someone who knows what they're doing on their team.
Can I start challenging you in PvP games? Because I would love to see how that goes.
You would win every single time.
Go, my children.
Right. Come on then. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get this guy. Oh. Oh, no, I finished him. That guy there.
Oh,
1 HP.
Yes! Excellent work.
Good job, Steve.
Right
Line
then.
it up.
Do I have to lose?
There we are.
Oh, we did it.
This
We
place belongs to
survived.
the spiders now.
As it rightly should.
But yes, highly unusual that the Illithid would be using an army of undead. However, I don't suspect that the Illithid are the ones in charge here.
No, merely perhaps using resources.
How much further can I go?
What is a residence stone?
Warriors.
What have we? Oh.
Empty vessel. Nothing more. Lending
The fire
voice
elemental's trying to listen in.
Elder law.
Oh, he can't. Yes, good point.
Wait a
Oh,
second. Does this...
So, who do you think the buff should go to? Once we get that one,
There's a buff here?
I'm talking to Jack.
I don't remember what the buff is.
Resistance to mind control stuff.
Right. Probably either me or Cindarl as our two
Cindarl.
heaviest hitters.
Yeah.
I mean, I should be pretty well protected, shouldn't I? With my stats.
Never last, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a permanent buff for the rest of the game.
Ooh.
And that's
Ooh, an eye
usually a
patch.
will save. So probably Cindarl, because my will save should be fine.
Which day is it? Is it the first, the second, or third day?
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days.
The second day.
Hurts.
Mm.
Head hurts. But he says I'm past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul.
Ah.
It's the birthday.
Yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed.
Oh.
Separate cells. I never saw them. But when they changed,
Veken.
I hate this thing. It's the third
she
day.
whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the absolute.
Who is this he you're talking
We are
about?
his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash.
Right.
Is that a name we're supposed to know?
No, it's not.
To me, this is the most fucked up part. Is this contraption?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We might...
This must be a recounting of their initial experiment into creating, well, true souls. And this is Illithid technology.
Victor, there's some sort of console, babe.
Seems I can understand the
yeah.
Lithid script.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tab.
Let me come and have a little look and see. As I see.
It's a puzzle, by the way, so have fun with that.
Yep. Yeah.
The wizard can't do the puzzle, no one can.
Hmm.
Oh.
I have
Oh.
more brains, I guess, Nav, if you want to
Well, let's
hear
see how
more.
this
I don't know.
works.
Well, I believe we could plug these brains into this mind interface. And
That
they
was
would recount, well, other things, their memories.
That was a true mind, I believe, is what it was labeled. We have a willing mind and a butchered mind. So I am highly uncomfortable using this technology.
Yeah, it's a little testy. You gotta be a little.
Prepare the mind.
Well, let's put that on hold real quick because we have Tal over here solving a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
They just kicked me out of it.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, you have to link
Okay.
Like you have to link purple with purple on the other side and all the other ones to the other side without crossing the beams. It's a Ghostbuster puzzle.
Right. Okay. So.
We could be here for a while.
uh,
And that's not a slight on you, Tal. It took me a while.
Yeah, it's a hard
It's a
puzzle.
complex puzzle.
Cindarl, I've got a really good idea. maybe you're more suited to this than me.
You're gonna get the Barbarian to do this, really? I mean, this is going to be very metagaming if that's what you want to do.
I can have a go now. I can have a go.
Yeah.
What do you got to do? Try and get it from one side to the other, like a
Yeah, without
synapse.
crossing the beams. Yep.
Victor, you have a 23 intelligence. If you can't figure this out, none of us will.
Right.
Oh, right. How do I actually get to move though?
So you have to click on each of the nodes. So like, say you want to do blue, you have to click on one of the nodes that blue is connected to, and then just go down each node until you connect to the proper node on the other side.
I believe you have to click on one of the icons. So if you want to do blue, you click on the blue symbol, and then you connect it node by node.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So doing this with controller might be slightly more challenging.
Ah.
Ah.
Didn't even think about that.
Ugh.
All right.
I wonder how that works.
Actually, yeah.
If you think that's going to be
not
more trouble than it's
really.
worth, Nav could take a go at it.
Yeah, go ahead.
At least
Yeah,
she
'cause I
has
can't-
some kind of reason to maybe understand the technology.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't actually get to move.
Except
So-
all of Veken's spider babies are in the way of me jumping this chasm.
Did they not move?
No,
No.
they're stuck.
One
Gonna
followed you,
make
I
you
think.
jump.
Okay, 1 second.
I might just have to use my Gith jumps. Oh, no, there we go. That worked. All right.
They just straight up don't have enough jump, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, I wish the game had some sort of like built-in safety for that. Don't have followers jump into an area that they can't jump out of, but that's probably too smart for too complex.
Console
Wow.
glows as you approach. The mind still
It also helps if you
desperately yearning
press
for
O to put you in
connection.
tactical mode. Makes it a little easier to see all the nodes.
Oh no, I do not like that. Okay. Well, this looks... I understand the basics of this illithid device, though the encryption method here is a bit complex. It seems to be based off of our neural pathways.
Not with thine.
Which Okay. Let me get a look at this. It's probably gonna take us a second. But I think if we start with purple up here. All right. And then green on the other side should be pretty straightforward. We've got to make sure it doesn't interfere with yellow, which I think we can do that way.
This is fascinating.
It can connect. To here. Speech. No, I messed up. No, I messed that up. What did I do wrong? There's no other way to get there. And another green pathway, that doesn't connect.
They return all my spiders to me.
You're creating quite an army of followers. If I can...
Wait. Okay, I think you just need to reset the device at that point.
The mind passively awaits your input.
All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure how entertaining this might be to an audience.
The knock spell.
Let's go with speech then. I don't like that.
I may have lost y'all.
Oh, what happened? What happened there? Okay.
The console glows as you approach. The mind still desperate.
All right, game. What are you doing?
The console glows as you approach. The mind.
Okay. Oi. Okay.
One more try. I've done this puzzle like 17 times.
Baldur's Gate will know my our
Motion down at the bottom. Because that has to be green. There's no other way to get there. So it has to be up this way. And then blue can travel down there, up, to over.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Now let's leave that halfway and go green. Oh no, but see now that.
Don't worry about my image, Jack. I'm dying anyways.
All right. No, that didn't work.
Mind
Start
passively awaits your input.
One more shot.
Yeah, this was really interesting to do the first time around. After that, I don't know.
So what do you have to do for this one anyways? You have to, like, cross it all without...
You have to connect each symbol to the corresponding symbol on the other side without any of the nodes touching.
Ah. That sounds fun once.
Yes, it was very interesting once. It took me about half an hour or so. Okay.
You want me to guide you a little bit?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright,
I know I can do it. I've done it
Yeah.
before. I know I can do it. I've beaten the challenge myself. This is if we're just moving on. I don't care if you look it up and we just go for it.
Yeah.
Purple, you're going to go to the right.
To the right. This one over here.
And then you're going to follow it all and just keep to the right.
All right, yeah, that one's pretty straightforward.
Blue. Go
Yeah.
to the right.
Down and to the right?
Yes.
Really? That's right in front of yellow. Yellow doesn't initially connect to any other node.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're right.
Upright.
Upright, yeah.
Upright. Okay.
Yeah.
Then to all the way to the right.
All the way to the right.
Yep.
Not the left. The right.
Correct.
Yeah, it connects with the node there. I can see the symbol it goes to.
And then you just follow it to the node.
Oh, that's what I was getting wrong. I was looking at... They're not in the same position.
Nope.
Okay.
Yellow, we're going to go straight forward. Then sharp left. Then forward. Then upright.
Welcome.
Upright.
So if you're the one closest, so it's the one closer to where you need to go. Yep, and then you finish it. All right, and then you should just be able to finish the other one.
And then green. Okay. Let's make sure... Yeah, that looks like it's all going to connect correctly.
Welcome back,
Alright.
Master.
That should do it. Time to see what's back there.
Yeah, they flipped the blue and green symbols, which I didn't initially recognize. That's what was throwing me off there. All
I can't
right.
believe Ketheric has to do this each time he wants to come down here.
Well, it may be better attuned to his mind. I was having to override it. It looks like there's another brain they were keeping back here.
Bleed of oppressed souls.
I found a circlet of mental anguish. Psychic leech. When an enemy fails a charisma, intelligence, or wisdom saving throw against one of your spells or cantrips, you gain 1 to 4 hit points.
Oh.
We will take the city.
Who wants that?
Every soul
If anyone.
made
Let's have
Which
a look.
one's that
See,
one?
What am I currently wearing?
Circlet
Yeah.
of mental anguish. When an enemy fails a charisma, intelligence, or wisdom saving throw against one of your spells or cantrips, you gain 1 to 4 hit points.
Oh, I don't use saves. So
I am okay, to be honest, with what I've got. My circle of bones.
And the other one has to do with psychic damage, so if anybody cares about that. As for the sword I just picked up. Never mind.
Your tadpole
The-
echoes.
Looks a long way
Not with
down.
presence, but memory, tinged with loss. That chaos blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind. And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
This is what they want. Every plane, every being, unified as Illithid. And their own take on the uprising of the Gith. It's almost... It is a proud moment to see our forefathers' rebellion etched in both stone and memory for this long.
Real quick, the other item I picked up is Blade of Oppressed Souls. It's a long sword, 7 to 19 damage. It does psychic damage and has a +1 enhancement bonus.
+1 what bonus?
Enhancement. +1 to hit and damage.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
That's fine.
Alright. Who picked up that? Who picked up that brain?
That was me. I picked up the brain.
So that's the one that gives the buff.
Yeah.
Now, having seen all of this, this feels like something momentous that is really down to us to stop the return of the Illithid Empire.
Has to be.
I think we're a ways away from a reborn Illithid Empire. They are still scattered. This might be an attempt once again to try to fortify their ranks, but this is not generally how the Illithid go about their conquest, and as we've seen, these tadpoles we have in our mind are more than just Illithid. They are something else, somehow.
The moment comes.
Had you heard of the Absolute before this?
No. The Illithid do not have deities of that kind. They have beings of greater power and providence that they respect. Respect may even be a strong word, that they acknowledge and serve because it serves them equally. But they've never had a religion, necessarily, and not one they foist upon those they infect. Once they implant someone with a tadpole, it is as birthing their young. It is not a ceremonial servitude. Someone, be it Illithid or other, has created this religion for some vastly different purpose, and one that seems to be well centered here on Toril, as opposed to the Illithid home amongst the Astral. There is likely more information in these myriad of brains that I believe Veken has picked up. Perhaps we could witness some of their records.
By all means.
So we want me to have that buff?
I think it would be best on you, but I don't really know a good roleplay reason for you to be the one to do all this.
Well, Veken already said she thinks they're gross and does not want to touch it again. So.
Roleplay reason is Cindarl is the strategist and wants more information of how to get in here.
There you go.
There you go.
I know the story of the Illithid quite well, but Cindarl, you may learn much from the recounts here. We all may. Perhaps your strategic mind.
Let us see.
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison. If not the noble Githzarai, I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
This is a Githzarai mind.
Should I ask the first question just to piss off Matt? I'm listening. What aid are you offering?
My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
They must be one of the first. One of the first children of Gith.
You want me to kill you? What if I can free you instead?
My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, perhaps my soul will return there. Or perhaps not. Death, freedom, they are one and the same. Touch my mind and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
When you say erase, do you mean destroy your brain?
I do not. The Gake have been warping flesh for millennia. Who knows what damage they can undo? It is my mind they enslave. It is my mind that must die.
He looks back at me.
Got a point.
This is wishful thinking at best. But it seems they have been here for countless time. This one is probably from an era that was far more familiar with the lack of passage of time in the astral than Gith now are, scattered across the plains. They've probably endured much.
She'll do as she asks, then.
The awareness
Careful,
that floats
Cindarl.
you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons.
You will want to
It fades
fortify your
beneath
mind.
touch. But you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
So, Cindarl did fail insight checks there. That would have probably made Nav very angry. But
yeah, I don't remember the exact conversation that happens there.
She made a deal with the Illithid.
That's right. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a shame you didn't get that dialogue.
Nope.
Oh well. As it is.
As it is.
Well,
I have advantage on intelligence saving throws. Perfect.
The city calls out for salvation.
That was fascinating. Not much to go on in terms of taking this place down, however.
And you, my mentor.
well, at
Place is
least
just
one of my ancient siblings can finally rest, whatever that means. It is unthinkable what the Illithid have been doing with their mind down here. Also, Victor,
place is just
I am feeling this strange psionic feeling when I walk by, as if you picked up something stupid.
I did see this rather nice kind of shiny thing. Is that should I have not picked that up?
Well, it is emanating this strange psionic field that makes you and anyone nearby vulnerable to psychic damage and disadvantage on all mental saving throws. So if you like it because it's shiny, you might want to teleport that back to our chest.
Right, yeah.
It gives the person holding it and people within range, which is relatively short, have advantage on physical checks, but disadvantage on mental saving throws and vulnerability to psychic damage. If it has an actual use in the game, I have not figured it out.
Yeah. Not fighting Illithid is the
no.
Put the resident stone on you.
Yes, I'll leave that there now. That's probably a good idea.
We depart.
Well, shall we continue our conquest?
Here, my pet.
Yes, I suppose
What
so.
about Never mind, I forgot we went through the door back there.
Yeah.
We got a small army following us.
Yep. Well, when you're a necromancer, like if Tal went the necromancer tree,
Assemble.
good stuff. All right, so we don't really want to go right yet,
Okay.
unless you just want to go after Ketheric
Yeah.
immediately.
I believe this takes us back to the entrance up top, so... wait.
Here goes nothing.
Runic slate here. Entries in a language you can't read. What are you talking about?
What are you?
A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born hive mind, staggered flesh from a swallowing pool. The elder wakes, the elder births anew. But all is not right. Down the darkness where the elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights, that taste of pain.
More horrific stuff.
The birth of a new mind.
It's an elder brain.
Perhaps.
It's
the what's an elder brain?
It is as it sounds.
Old brain.
Okay.
It is still relatively unknown how an elder brain comes to be, but it is suspected that the strongest and oldest of the Illithid can choose to elevate themselves into nothing more but a mind, a brain, a vast one, both in size and intellect, capable of pressing its will not only on those infected with the tadpole or even those of lesser planes, but even among the Illithid themselves. The elder brains are the one who control the Illithid. The Illithid are nothing more than puppets to the elder brains, just as the tadpoles are puppets of the Illithid.
So could this absolute be a corrupted version of an elder brain, or something that's managed to grab hold of one and control it?
Could just be an elder brain.
I cannot think of any reason why an elder brain would use these tactics. It's a far departure from any measure of the grand design I've ever witnessed. And as for controlling an elder brain, that would take a scope of mental domination that would rival deities. If it is such, it is a dangerous foe.
Oh, I really wish you hadn't said that.
Obey.
I seem to have found a prison.
Stasis chambers, converting chambers. They're actively making new Illithid down here, as opposed to simply true souls.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still
Mind
linger
flayers and
about it,
civilians,
and memories of
side
its former
by side.
inhabitants spill into your
This
mind.
must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances.
So there
you feel
is
the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke.
Some mind flayers in here.
Is it possible to turn off this narrator?
Yeah, right.
Raven Guard was
I
here.
don't know if
in
that's
this pod
an
not long
option.
ago.
Probably not, unfortunately.
What do we... Ah.
I'll look into it later.
Nav, there's one in this pod here.
There's many.
There are several pods that are filled. I see one that is fully converted to an illithid, and yet there are still those who are at least not physically changed yet.
I think they're born here.
Are they going to suddenly pop out and start attacking us?
They very well could.
I believe I have found the control center for this room.
Well,
let's shut it all down then.
We do know we are looking for other prisoners. I believe there was... I might be crossing the streams with my own game here. I don't remember how much we've done since we're not using the companions.
She did tell us that we're after.
Yeah. Mazora said we were after somebody here. Do we know about Zariel? Or not Zariel, Zevlor?
Yes, we met Zevlor in the... Well, so when I activated this contraption, it showed me Zevlor in the pod.
The
So,
device is open to your tadpole's command.
so the option is to release them, save Zevlor and the others, or kill them all.
We have no way of knowing how far gone they are in the process. With a usual transformation, the mind does tend to become damaged even before the physical metamorphosis triggers.
What if they were allies in our fight? I mean, surely more bodies would be used to us at this point.
And if
do
not,
have-
though, we do need to combat Ketheric soon.
We do have the device with us that protects us from such things. Perhaps it would reach out to them as well.
That is
Perhaps.
It's a
true.
risk, but I think it might be worth it.
It would be a mercy to kill them, but it would be more useful if we release them and hope that they are sane enough to be of aid.
This way, we'd also guarantee that the mind flayer, if we could kill the mind flayers that are here, they'd be guaranteed to be dead. So, correct? Yes.
Well, they would also
I,
be guaranteed to be dead if we simply purged the system, but yes.
True, yeah.
No matter what, we cannot leave these pods here as they are.
I am going to release them.
Very well. Be
Well,
mindful then of
let's,
a difficult fight. Illithid are no easy foe. Shield your minds.
Well, Cindarl's got this covered.
Are you all in position?
Actually, let me back out of looking at this and get into some place where I can stealthily shoot.
Let's go.
Except, unfortunately, with all these intellect devours around, I'm not going to be able to hide. Oh well. Yeah, go for it.
Already, everybody?
Yeah.
Zach? Zach is muted.
Sorry, I was talking the entire time and I was muted. I was about to say, Victor, you might want to move. You're in front of a mind flayer one.
Oh, yes. Going to stand here by the door, I think.
Might be best not to clump up too much.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh. Didn't realize I was that close to everybody.
Yep. Oh, there's a...
Go, baskets. Well, it was a good try.
Not getting my automatic criticals. Why is that? I'll have to go back and review my build. I thought I was supposed to get automatic criticals on enemies that didn't go before me.
Yeah, I think you are. That is weird.
Is there a reason I don't have any way to negate that? I'll look into it later. Which is a shame, because I would have been able to take down this Mind Flayer if I was getting those extra criticals.
Got 1 HP left. Oh my gosh, it's Zevlor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody was targeting a different one. Okay. Missed
That was me because I thought it was still on Tal, so I pushed it.
Is there anywhere I can get to? Not really. I'm gonna back up away from this
lies
cluster
before me?
here.
The friendly-looking shadow.
Enough! My mind is my own!
Well,
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Paladin for you.
Well, perhaps we found some allies indeed.
Marvelous. Well, that was
Eliminate.
No, basket.
I would just let him take it, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just bring basket back. Oh,
Let's see now. I can do.
This fight is absolutely brutal on Tactician. Nice.
Excellent work.
really hoping more of these specs would be dead already.
See now then. Is there any left standing? Oh, there's only. Oh,
There's
this one here.
There.
Oh, he's only got one hit point, has he?
Yep. And then there's a few interlock devourers.
That is for sticking me in one of your pods.
The fuck was that?
That was excellent.
They are simple beasts when not directly connected to a greater mind.
They're called intellect devourers, and apparently they are living up to their namesake. What?
They've not had a not had a snack in a long time.
That's weird. What's going on with them?
Go, Spider Army.
Marvelous.
I'm just looking for the next closest one. I think it's those ones over there now.
Yeah, I think it's just the two in the back.
Skitter, 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 skitter. Skitter, 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 skitter.
Oh, horrible.
Skitter, skitter.
Fuck it, can't do anything.
Are those boots on this character? No. Ah, well, there we go.
Who wants to talk to Zev? Whoa.
Apparently, I'm talking to Zevlor.
Oh, look at that.
I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
I believe last they heard he abandoned the caravan he was in charge of to that ambush.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the story is that there was an ambush and he just kind of wandered off.
He wandered off?
Mm-hmm.
He ran.
Okay. Do you really think you have the right to ask that? You left them, Zevlor.
I do not. But if you know what happened, well, you deserve to know all of it. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power, everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I
weak
regained my
mind.
senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
I wonder if this is simple manipulation from one of the Absolute's spellcasters, or if whatever the Absolute is, Elder Brain or not, has enough connection and power to reach somebody unimplanted.
I agree.
Mm.
Sounds like you were enthralled. Happens to the best of them.
It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
We sure we can trust him?
I don't know, but I think his people need him. So, find them, Zevlo, and do what you must.
They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
He was placed in one of the conversion chambers. I do hope he has not yet been implanted. Or else we have just sent a very tentacly time bomb to whatever rescues he may find.
I thought Ceramorphosis happens pretty quickly.
Something good
From
here,
this point on.
I hope.
Relatively. We're talking days, a week most, maybe a 10-day. But
I'll hope for the best.
At this point, I think that is one of the few strings we have to our bow. Let's hope.
well, suppose we can move on then.
Veken, your turn, buddy. Over here.
Okay.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae in...
No fucking way.
Yep.
You're the devil that... No. All that talk about Zariel's acid, I should have known you were lying.
Oh, perish the thought. Every word was nothing less than true. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Imagine being...
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
The control panel next to the pod. It has
Oh.
2 devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Yeah, I gotta examine them first. I'm guessing.
You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate.
Ooh.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
This feels like a trick.
So, as we have learned previously, if something happens to Mizora,
Will
Will
lose
gets
his powers.
fucked. No,
Yeah.
Will get sent to hell.
Yes, okay, I do remember that.
Oh.
I also remember him saying he still needs her.
Yes.
So,
There is A point to be made, however. The destruction, and I would assume with illithid technology, the absolute destruction of one of the main implements of an archdevil could outweigh the cost to a single individual.
Do we
Well,
want?
that was what I was going to ask. Would it not just? Do they actually die, or would she just go back to her realm and be able to come back?
Depending on how illicit technology works, there is the other question of whether or not, if this is a permanent thing, do we want an archdevil also at our back while we're trying to fight whatever this absolute is?
Yes.
The thing I'd
That's
rather
a
have her
really
in our,
good point.
I'd rather have her in our pocket, believing that she owes us one.
If you think you can manage that arrangement.
It's so good not worshiping a god that cares about that sort of thing. It just cares about strategy.
I mean, if anyone's got the silver tongue to deal with a devil, it would be our.
My soul's already
colleague
spoken for. So, connect your mind. Yeah, I'm going to unleash her. I almost hit the annihilate one accidentally.
I've done that before.
Oops.
Yep.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact, Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months. Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Read the fine print. I need to watch my words here. What would Veken say as both a warlock and an asshole?
Maybe 6 months is like less time than we imagined. Who knows what the order of their son is in this world, right? Maybe it's only like a couple of weeks. Who knows?
It's, you know what? It's fine. Will said he wanted his abilities. I feel like we should make sure that he has them for at least a little while longer. So 6 months isn't too long.
Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
But I keep on dealing with devils.
Seems to
yes, you do seem to attract them, don't you?
Plain
It's
as
a
lousy
number.
with them.
Pardon?
Well, in my short time on Toril, we have met, what, 2, 3? With countless tales of people of this realm interacting with far more. They're not nearly they're not nearly as prevalent in the astral.
Well, it's just, I can't believe we've mucked around with so many high-level devils as is.
Yes, we certainly seem to have been put into the middle of some momentous things.
Well, as long as they are fighting on my side, I don't care personally. I just don't wish to make any deals with them.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you want us being sneaky then,
I'm simply taking a look ahead. The sign nearby spoke of a barracks,
Ah.
and there are people here. They seem to be conducting some sort of ritual.
Bring death. Embrace death.
Perhaps we can
Become death. You
surprise them.
are the sacred hand that reaches from the grave. You are the
Do
lasher
we want to
of
hit them now,
stars,
or do any of you
father
think you
of
can
prince,
parlay with them?
dancer of bones.
I mean, I could parlay,
Oh,
but
In dusk and shadow.
if they're down yet, they might be.
Let's have this conversation in turn-based mode.
This is his
Oh, they just keep going anyway. Oh well.
consecration.
If Veken wishes to try to parlay, perhaps he can get some information out of them. Otherwise, we should just kill them.
Do that.
And reap.
Yes, indeed.
I'll talk to them.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
Yeah, let's see. I'll have a conversation. Let's see what happens.
The
Hi there.
chosen are my heart. And you, my
General Thorm was attacked.
It's all right, I've
The
got
order
you.
to evacuate given.
Hello.
You should not be
They
here.
seem to have
I
wandered
conclude
No,
you are one of the attackers.
I send support to you with all the eradication. Traitors, you're the one who's lying here.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, it's
Nah,
fine.
you should be fine.
Yeah, you got enough bonuses for that. Oh yeah.
I missed math for a second. I forgot about the other 6.
I have no need for a throne. You could merely get in the way. Go on, make yourself useful somewhere. If you cannot manage that, just stay out of the way.
Oh.
More disciples of Ketheric, then.
Mm-hmm.
Useful stuff around here.
Best be on my way.
Severed arm, a severed leg.
Well, we managed to talk them down into passivity, but I don't believe it would be in anyone's best interest to keep them breathing.
prepare the mark.
Oh no, we can deal with them now.
Veken, if you wish to maybe talk to the others, maybe something useful they would know.
Oh, yes, where'd they go?
They went to each of their rooms.
Oh. I'm gonna start with the one that's name is Harry Henry.
Harry Henry.
More for me.
Hello, are you Mr. Henry? Harry. Yeah, she's alright. Don't care much for her hat. The Bone Daughter.
Ooh, there's a rustic chest here.
Another step forward.
Let's see, who do we have here?
Doesn't seem like
Matthew Budge.
they actually say anything.
Discern.
No, I don't think they actually say anything. They just say one line and you're done.
Oh,
So
Yeah?
bogus.
Yeah, these people are all a bunch of squares.
Interesting terminology.
Yes,
kind of-
indeed.
Ready when you are, then.
Does this not connect anywhere? No.
Remember, if we go turn for turn, hide, and then hit them, we get a surprise round.
Yeah. Who do we want to hit first?
I need a quick word.
Either the Bone Daughter or Matthew.
Well, I've got
let's see.
this hairy guy
He is
surrounded.
the caster, so...
Yeah, time to geek the mage. All right. Let's see. I believe Dread Ambusher.
Be cautious.
And
What do we
need
have
to move
here?
up. All right, she's not gonna like this.
Nope.
Um,
Oh, are you in combat?
Did you kill her?
What's up for discussion?
Just a sec. No, didn't manage to, and for some reason I'm not getting all my extra attacks.
Might be because you're not.
Also, it didn't drop us straight into combat. That's weird.
It's because you have one, because nobody else can see her, so you have one round to kill her.
Huh. Interesting.
And then if somebody finds the body, then it goes into combat.
Interesting. Is that a new feature they patched in?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so you can actually get surprise rounds.
Okay, interesting. And yeah, because normally it was just a radius detection. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. All right. That makes this build even stupider.
Yeah.
All right, let's then drop out a turn-based if that's the case.
I'll catch a
I
break.
can reposition over here and just do the same thing.
Yeah, it's for people who wanted to play assassins.
Still need to move up a little bit.
Because the reason why you're not getting the extra actions is because you're using a bonus action to stealth.
That's what it is. Yeah. If that's the case, exit out of turn-based.
But yeah, that's why it's so good having me right here, because if you don't manage to get the kill, I can finish him off with Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
We'll know.
You sought a fight.
Oh, well,
And now you
it.
have one.
Okay.
Oh, you dropped that. I was going to finish him off.
I didn't drop out.
Oh. Well then. Oh, it's because one of the other enemies was facing us.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, short work. Or not. Okay.
Won't slow down.
Who's left? There's that guy.
Harry Henry and Ironfinger.
Ironfinger has 1 hit point of course.
Can somebody else deal with Ironfinger before she gets to go? Victor, you got no? Okay.
Victor is killing
Harry Henry. I've got Harry Henry.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, Victor is much squishier than Cindarl, so I should probably take out the one that he's standing right next to.
Probably.
I still have my main Dread
You have the
Ambusher
actions?
shot. Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Toast a goblet of your after your day.
Oh, will you now? Seems you didn't get the chance.
Tasty, tasty souls.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
That do. Let's have a look and see. Oh no, that's awful.
What's awful?
There's a mace, but it's
Potion of flying in here, though.
Might be useful.
There's some notes over here in Cressa's room for somebody more.
this
interested in
is
that.
interesting. Yeah,
That next
very
goal is Baldur's Gate, isn't it? That's what this person's saying in our heads, right?
What's that?
Very much so.
There was a thing in my head. It said, "We will take the city. Every soul will be true."
Looks like there's another mind over here. I wonder if I ever went back and plugged this into the device.
Closed mind.
Yeah.
Does anyone else remember the bridge before we attacked the goblin stronghold? How we
Yes.
heard the voice. I think this is the absolute giving out commands.
Yes.
They're moving.
The city calls out for salvation.
Sounds like they are getting ready to take Baldur's Gate in its entirety.
Chosen are my heart,
Hmm.
and you my many hands.
We need to deal with Ketheric quick. At least slow this down.
I agree.
We
But
did.
So I'm pretty sure we can do that.
We did see evidence that they were on the verge of completing whatever their plan was. This could be the final assault, or at least the beginning of an all-out war.
And the four of us are going to stop it.
Damnedest, at least.
Unfortunately, we are
I
the only ones who
admire-
have been indoctrinated to this process that actually have free
A
will
whole fleet
intact.
of Nautiloids. How many true souls
By
are
the
passing this
gods.
Oh no.
Oh, Jim. Oh, what have we got here?
Nautiloid?
Oh,
This is not
yeah.
2 Nautiloid, 3 Nautiloid ships.
Now, you said Nautiloids are incredibly rare, correct? Like, they don't know how to make them anymore.
That was my understanding.
So having 3 in one spot is...
That is a good-sized fleet. Not the largest I've ever seen, but a formidable
Still.
force.
Nevertheless.
You don't think they've managed to rediscover how to build them, do you?
They're not so much built as they are grown. They are partially living beings of themselves that are dominated by the mind flayers who captain them.
There's enough
Anything
spare
of you?
parts down here to certainly throw something.
I forgot that the restoration tentacles gives everything back. It's like a long rest. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
if
it?
anyone needs that, you can...
Well, it's
I think
everybody
That's
got it.
everybody.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
everybody.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
not say no to that.
If that doesn't look like a meeting place, I don't know what is. Shall we descend?
Everyone be ready.
Let me
Let's
just.
up the draw.
Oh. Squirming like it's excited. Or scared.
I don't like that.
Both excitement and fear are bad news for us.
These boots have seen.
All right, everybody, give yourself your buffs that you want to give yourselves that are not
Okay,
like time-based, because there is a bit of stuff that happens before the fight.
Oh, my stuff's still on. Gave me all my spells back. Marvelous.
Yep.
Yeah, the tentacles give you the benefit of a long rest without taking all your buffs away, so we should be good.
Give me a second. It's for some reason it's not letting me cast using my my warlock slot.
Huh.
Which is fine. Like, I was just gonna drop armor bag at this on myself, but
You can't select the spell slot?
it's not giving the warlock spell slot as
A spell that you can cast as a bard.
yeah.
That's sometimes that messes up. I think.
Well, no, it's just armor of Agathis. It's not letting me.
Oh.
Whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, are we ready for this?
As ready as we're going to be.
I was born to do this.
No longer
kind
a
of thing.
background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to...
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
I'm sorry, what now?
Don't be scared now, Victor.
We're gonna kill a god
No,
today.
But Right.
Steal your mind. You're going to need it now more than ever.
It's not my mind I'm worried about.
You should be. Mindfully attack.
You very much should be.
Sneaky Cindarl.
Ah, it's the champion bastards.
3 of them.
You see? Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. Now it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath clings to my sinews. Again, 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 again.
They don't know he's killable.
Right.
He must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
Gortash might be the first character I've seen that I have not been impressed with the character design.
Yeah, he has a weird face.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It
Yeah.
just doesn't look great.
What the hell is that?
That is the Elder Brain we feared.
Are they commanding it?
I can't possibly see how. But it has something on it.
He invoked Bane's name.
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest
Never already
and most
told
powerful creatures in existence.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on.
Oh, look at those textures.
We go to prepare the way.
Right.
So they are commanding an Elder Brain somehow.
Look in the back. It's our ally, the Aasimar.
Yes. It seems bound again.
Does that mean he's invulnerable again?
Very likely.
Well, didn't it require the necromancer's spells and such like to make that happen. If the necromancer is gone, maybe that is not gone.
I feel like Ketheric would know how to do this just in case.
I agree. Someone needs to go get her as quickly as possible.
Oh. I mean, I could do that.
If you
All
were
right.
back there alone, you would be in a very precarious situation.
I can fly. I'll get there.
Well, I mean, I've got invisibility, if that helps.
Looks like they have at least one mind flayer.
Undead to the left, mind flayer to the right.
I see.
Stuck in the middle with Ketheric.
Well,
Ketheric certainly...
I can also go invisible, by the way. That is a thing I can do.
Nav is the fastest amongst us. It's either going to be someone who can teleport or fly there, or Nav.
I do not dish out as much damage as you all. I can hold myself, but let me run support.
Very well. Veken, you get the Asimar. I shall attempt to hold off Ketheric.
And I'll pick off the flanks.
Yes, you and Victor both do that.
What? Flanks, yes, I can do that.
I think I shall give the pleasure of killing the illithid to you. Victor, I need you to kill the undead to the left.
Much appreciated.
Understood.
I went invisible, but it's not the same as in the other games.
How did you already go
do you want me to go talk to him for the roleplay, or do you want me to just start shooting?
Do you want to talk to him for the roleplay, or would we just lay our ambush?
I mean, that's a good point. I think we would just lay the ambush.
I think we would just lay the ambush. Yeah.
I think we already know that this is a thing we're doing, so.
I wonder if I can get close enough to actually sneak attack him.
I'm leaving the spiders there for now.
I'm gonna have to get into the detection range.
Where are these undead, Cindarl? I can't seem to see them.
They are to the top left.
Ah, yes. Oh, I see, yes.
Okay, the illithid is like half a step into the detection range, so I'm gonna have to step into the red. So this could trigger us.
Oh, let's see.
Damn it!
What's up, and you're talking to him.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I
Because
wonder,
stealth
that
is
draws one
useless in this
toward
game.
death like a moth to light?
I have a +1,000,000,000 modifier to my
You could have
stealth.
run away.
Nope.
Absconded with the prism.
Plan stays the same.
One thing that could
He's done
prevent
rambling.
me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Oh, actually.
And what is my place, Ketheric? Almost sounds right like something Nav would say if she was perturbed by this man at all.
No, I don't think Nav really. We almost got this guy before. He
exactly.
Doesn't seem like a threat. Are you?
That's what I mean. Yeah, it depends on how you read it, I guess. Tone.
Are you done with your rambling? Are you done with your running? These are large words for somebody who is so close to death.
Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers, but for Merkel I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Yo, what hardcore delivery.
JK
So
did
good.
the best for the villains, yeah.
Yes.
As he is known to do.
You will certainly try, and you will no doubt fail.
With pleasure.
No longer enough.
All right. I really wish stealth was more useful in this game. I guess there's not really a point sneaking to get the sneak attack and lose an extra attack.
Ah, excellent.
And again, I'm not getting my ambush rounds.
Is it do you need to go to your passive? Is it not activated or something?
Well, sharpshooter was disactivated, but no, that doesn't seem to be.
Mind flayers, immune to crits and ambush.
Really?
I'm not. No, I'm just.
No,
I have no idea.
Okay. I mean, I don't put it past Larian at this point.
Nice hit there, Tal.
Like, did the recent hotfix or whatever just break that? Because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to assassinate ambush. Any successful attack roll against a surprised creature. I guess they're not surprised.
Mind Flayer's at 8 HP, so we're doing well there.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
Frustrating.
Also, getting Aelin out that quick is also a huge boon.
All right, I won't worry about it. It's the Mind Flayer down. Aelin's out. There's a whole bunch of Intellect Devourers here. I don't think I can fire a fancy arrow once I shoot regular arrows. Is that? No,
Really?
I can't.
Nope. You can shoot them every time.
No?
No?
No.
I've been doing it with my other characters. Really? Okay.
It costs a whole action to fire a special arrow.
Huh.
Oh, Larian.
Yep. And that's the last of the Necromites.
All right, I'm ready to see how much damage this guy can do to me. Come on.
All right. Take out the Intellect Devour. They're probably more dangerous.
If he's even gonna get a hit, Aelin might just go over
Time to
and
press ahead.
hit hard enough. Whap.
Yeah.
Give him a
Everyone
little
else
pop.
minds their business. I'll be fine.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
She might have to deal with them. She has enough hit points.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I just.
Well, I meant so for me. Never mind.
There you go. Yep.
But it did eat up her turn. You have wings. Why are you climbing
That
down?
was so funny.
Yeah.
All right, Ketheric, what do you got? Come on, buddy. Oh, sorry, actually. Come on, I want to see how he hits me.
Well, do you want me to?
Oh man, you messed him up.
Yeah.
I didn't even see how much damage you did to him already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Thank you, Tal.
I thought I missed you.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, God's
I'm
sake.
resistant. I'm resistant to fire damage. Fine. Yes. Come on. Come on. No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Okay, if you insist.
Paladin on paladin.
That's all you got.
Fucking spiders.
I'm a little sad he blinded me, but whatever.
Yeah, that blinding critical.
Mm-hmm. And now he has advantage on me, but...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a 9% chance of hitting. Let's reckless attack. I have a 30% chance of hitting.
I mean, I could probably just...
Don't waste him. Don't waste him.
Nice.
Right up. That means I
There he
rolled two.
goes.
Oh, no, I just rolled a straight 20.
What a fool you are. You
Oh, you guys all
cannot kill
came up here
me.
with it. Okay, cool.
I am eternal.
Oh.
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Ugh.
Nav, that's the most you've ever cared about anything.
Oh, Tal, you thought that was the end of the fight, right?
Okay.
Nope.
Of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. You have slain my chosen.
I know I said we were going to kill a god. This is not who I intended.
I am dead. And I am not the end.
Yeah, this is fucking rad, actually.
Yeah, it is.
What
It's the coolest part of the game, in my opinion.
hell?
Get your staff, Victor.
Your Toro gods sure do have a flair for the dramatic.
Oh. All right.
Nice. I should probably turn off sharp.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Ooh.
Am I hidden? I'm not still hidden. Well, why is that still?
Right. Cindarl, do you still want me to take out the undead, or should I focus on the huge, great, big, terrifying thing that is just...
Cindarl is not. He's going into this all fucking in. If this is death, this is the death he wants.
Let me see. What have I got? Have I got anything?
Aelin's gonna come in and clap this thing.
Yeah.
I know, it's so disappointing.
Well, if you want, we can reload and fight it on a higher difficulty.
No, it's fine.
Let's see.
This is actually a really good fight
Yeah.
on Tactician.
Yeah, I bet.
What I like about this fight is it's like straightforward and it's lots of things that you've already learned in Act 2. Like, it is a good culmination of events.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Won't use my wings. Will not use my wings. Oh, she missed.
Oh.
Yeah, missed that time. He gets one turn. Let's see what he can do.
Is it a, oh, yes. I was going to say, is it a legendary action? But
No, he gets no turn because of Moonbeam.
oh, that's so funny.
Well, that was the most unceremonial end.
Yeah, I do wish he like tactic or on. They should have given more hit points for this fight at least.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
You are no
My
one's
lord.
master, Thorm.
Hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken.
What is this, the third deity you failed?
You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Oh.
The rest! Together! Crush him! Brain and body!
Well,
I like how
yes,
you're just like, whoa, chill.
might be a little bit over the top, you know.
No! Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed! You have my sword. My fealty.
Oh.
Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Well.
Oh boy.
Chosen of
Okay.
Merkel is dead. Permanently, this time.
Never wanted the easy path.
Maybe don't touch that soon. Okay.
What's in here?
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
Possibly manage that amount of dominance.
What are these
The
stones?
crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods.
Oh.
It is
I
a
suppose
crown
that
of
would do it.
domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three.
To think, low Toral deities of rot would be the ones to command power over the great Illithid design. It's almost sickening.
Humorous in a way, isn't it, though?
What should we do now, then?
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun.
Yeah.
The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
How'd she leave the prison?
It's a very good question.
I believe she was speaking directly into our minds.
I guess that makes sense.
More gods and...
This is already far larger than I assumed it would be. I mean, unless they have Gond doing anything here.
This is a good point. I mean, surely the gods of light and goodness, why are they not involved?
Well, Tempest has sent one champion at least.
Maybe you should, do if you include the fact that Gale's still with us. Not Tempest, at least.
True.
Hardly a worthy choice for champion, that man.
I don't know, it sounds like he was a pretty excellent lover.
Plus he has a bomb in his chest.
Yeah, she's at least sent a bomb.
But
True,
you're
I
right.
suppose.
The deities of this land don't tend to involve themselves directly.
I have a very difficult time with that.
Why? Why is this happening now? I mean...
Might be useful.
Well, we saw evidence in the tower that this is something they have been planning for quite a long time. They've been amassing troops of various variety for decades.
At least decades.
Destruction. And what happens to this place down here now? I mean, surely we should destroy it.
Do you have a way of destroying a complex of this size? Eventually it will rot.
Eventually.
Someone else.
Do we care
Takes
to
it
go
over.
back and put that bugbear out of its misery, or do you suspect it will simply lay down and die?
Can we get back and put that bugbear out of his misery?
Actually, I'm not sure if that elevator we took down works the same in reverse.
It does.
I mean, it would be the kindest thing to do, but do we have time?
That is a good point. We have an army to try to get the head of.
An army. This is all so much for me.
Victor,
Listen,
you think sometimes you think too little, sometimes you think too much. There are foes. We destroy them. That is all you need to know. That's all we need to do.
But it was a god. It was a representation of a god that was here.
That was an avatar. And one
Either
that I
way.
dare say held a fragment of that being's power.
These things are going to crush us so.
But
Let us go.
Gortash did say one very interesting thing, at the very least. They are marching an army on Baldur's Gate, but he believes he will be the one to save the city. There is more depth to this deception than we've
They're
uncovered.
going to become saviors of some kind. Make themselves out to be the heroes.
Yes, I don't really fail to understand why, if the Elder Brain can turn the entire city to mind flayers, why did they need an army to march on the city?
Get
Maybe
the brain there.
Maybe the point of the Mind Flayer Elder Brain is not to actually convert everyone, but to put Gortash in power somehow.
He might be. Let's see. No, let me think about it. They bring an army of the undead. Maybe they lead the army of the relatively living-looking, the true souls that they march under Gortash.
I don't believe this is going to be an army of the undead, at least not in its entirety. We know that they have goblins and ogres.
Well, that's what things that look nasty, though. Like, the common folk aren't going to discern the difference between evil and, my guess is, whoever Gortash brings to the field to kill them.
Well, regardless, taking a city like Baldur's Gate in all-out war would likely steel the countryside and perhaps the rest of Toril against this plot. However, taking the city with deception, bending it to one's will, as we have seen, seems to be the way of this cult.
Yeah.
Cindarl, I think I know the answer to this already, but when you were
back in 2 seconds
pilfering Ketheric, there wasn't a parasite, correct?
There was not.
Okay. So it's probably of their design, right?
Be a assumption. It would be a little weird for those who command the Mind Flayer to put, or the Elder Brain to put the thing that which controls slaves into their own heads.
I just wasn't sure if there was an access point or something like that. He exuded that pressure upon us, remember? Which could have very well just been his stone, but...
I think that is the case, yes.
My assumption is that Ketheric was supposed to play the actual villain of this, then Gortash was to strike him down, thinking that he would get back up later.
It seemed that way.
So, we should leave, though, correct?
Yes. And even with Ketheric no longer in command of this army, if one still marches on the city, Gortash and this other figure might be able to still find a way to spin that to their advantage. You're right, Victor. I don't think we are in any condition to take on an army, simply the four of us and our stragglers. But we might be able to get into the city and undermine whatever their ultimate goal is.
I have friends in the city. People that we can see.
Well, I, for one, am not looking forward to it, but it is what must be done.
Oh, Baldur's Gate's a shithole. You'll love it.
Ugh.
Let us be
Let's
out
get
of this
out of
place. We're due for some rest.
I.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Thank you,
do we want to take
disembodied voice of Jaheira.
I guess it's a little late for a break, eh?
We could take a break if we want to.
Take
Yeah, it is
5
already
to
9:20.
stretch.
Yeah, let's just take 5 minutes to
5 to stretch and pee.
do the human stuff, and then we'll get right back.
All right.
We'll be right back for the
Go for
last bit of Act 2.
Maybe we can pawn off some of the stuff we got.
All right, we are back, and I believe we're jumping right into a cinematic. So let's see what Cindarl is talking about.
Wow, I did not put that together.
Aelin. Isabel. My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier
just
that
say my
freed
name
me
is
most
Cindarl,
valiantly
but
from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead.
Certainly not whole.
I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Are we going to have
It's a
to
little
host another
crowded.
one of those dreadful parties?
Did I hear you correctly before? You're Ketheric Thorm's daughter?
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later.
I thought it was
It'll
just a
keep.
coincidence,
I
honestly.
promise.
Fine. I will see you at camp to discuss this further.
Very good. We look forward to it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Lynn. We'll see you later.
I don't blame her. She's been pent up for a long time.
Yes, but there's a time and a place for these things. I mean, really.
This is the perfect time. Not the right place, but most certainly the perfect time for those two.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Well, we'll...
What could have tossed me back in the shadows?
I guess I'll talk to Jaheira.
No fist left behind.
Why did I go all the way around?
But they've seen that plenty of times.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain.
Yeah, if you're familiar with them, you've tangled with
Reminds
the
me
Death
of
3
old
before.
times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort.
They're not
It is
Doesn't look
most
they're doing that.
disturbing. Take courage. We have killed a man who could not die.
What do you mean,
And
we?
stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone. And you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
If by that you mean hang around at camp, then yeah, I'll be glad to have you here.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will
Very
be even
strange
darker
people.
paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
See you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn?
It's sometimes
With the
a shadow
Absolute's
curse.
army gone, the Risen Road should be clear.
My dear Victor,
We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate.
is this,
There's
yeah,
a
it's
Harper's safe house in Worms Crossing.
is the conversation
Dentulan's
done?
Dancing Axe.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as...
This woman with a lot of power is putting a lot of power in my spider parent shoes. I just want them to leave me alone.
Yes, Cindarl. How can I help?
Well, it's more how can I help you? This quartermaster
Oh.
has these scrolls that you might be interested in, including
Oh, absolutely.
Scroll of Disintegrate.
Oh,
Scroll of
yes,
Flesh
that-
to Stone.
Yes.
Like your mind.
They are quite
I
acutely
would
dead.
How'd you
Well,
survive?
if we can afford them.
Can you?
I can afford one or two,
I had to look
but
after
I
him.
want you to be sure.
Without him,
There's also a Scroll of Planar
pass it on.
Binding,
Oh, I got that. I know that one.
Scroll of Telekinesis,
It's
and
No, I don't know that one.
and Scroll of Otuluke's Freezing Sphere.
Ooh, freezing sphere.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yes, I've got the resilience sphere, but not the freezing sphere, I don't think. Check that. No.
Many of these might not actually be
Yeah.
available to you yet. I think these are like
No,
level
yeah.
5 and 6 spells.
Okay. Well,
which ones
whatever
do
you
you
can
want?
afford.
I can
Also,
afford. I'm willing to give up 2 for them because they're all over 1,000 gold.
I have a ping for a hidden treasure here on the map.
I also
To
bought
the
you,
west.
Nav, a couple of very interesting arrows. One you know already, but the other probably not. But before that, Victor, which scrolls would you like? I'll give you 2.
Well, the disintegrate certainly sounds very very interesting, and maybe the freezing spear.
Then again, these towers are much
Ah,
like
very
the
kind, Cindarl. Very kind indeed.
flash substance.
Where did I leave that damn hammer?
Could I just sell his armor, as sad as that is? Like, we're not going to use it, right?
Down to the left.
No,
Thanks,
we're not going to
Nicholas.
use it.
No, we're not going to use it.
3k.
What does it do, anyways?
All incoming damage is reduced by 2. It gives 19 armor. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And it gives a cantrip called Howl of the Dead, which lets out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures, whatever numbs does.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It's too bad none of us can use heavy armor.
Yep.
And more than even all that, it looks fucking gnarly.
Yeah, it's a like bone and shit.
I have Lae'zel wearing that and the helm you get from the Grim automaton, and she looks terrifying.
Yep.
Perhaps the Iron Hands could return here.
But yeah, we're not gonna use it. So unless you have a mantle, you can hang it on.
Oh, and also, do you know Cloudkill, Victor?
Ooh. Good question.
It's a level 5 spell. It's very good.
Probably not.
I don't know if I trust Victor with Cloudkill.
That's the one that
For dinner.
that
How does the stone read?
fucking ball used on us.
Ah, yes.
Balthazar.
Balthazar, Ball's the god.
Yes, no, I don't know that one. That if you've got that to spare, that'd be marvelous.
Could have tossed me back in the shadows.
Well, I had to buy a few more scrolls so I can actually sell this to her.
I'm glad that's
There,
the
you're going
case.
to have a lot of fun new spells, Victor. So, a scroll of Disintegrate for you, a scroll of Otuke's Freezing Orb, a scroll of Flesh to Stone.
Just tell me what you need.
Oh, and the arrows, yes.
Should we have us talk to Withers because he's here for some reason? Standing on the body of Dara.
Smoke powder arrow for Nav. Looks like a nice bomb on the end of an arrow.
Yes, that should cause some damage.
That's for that. Let me see. Don't need.
Well, Althira's here if anybody wants to talk to her, too.
Veken, you look quite comfortable.
Bless.
Throne of Merkel.
It's an odd place to be. Withers is here too, so I don't know. Should we talk to him? Because he doesn't often visit.
I can have a word with him. Yeah. Hello, Withers.
Perhaps Lady Light away.
Right.
There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Oh. Well, I mean, don't all living things?
No.
No.
Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Narrow-minded thinking, centered entirely on the faiths of this realm.
Oh man, who knows what he's talking about?
You are welcome.
There's much to what he says.
The Illithid do not have souls as he chooses to view them because they were not made by your Toral gods. Though neither am I or my people.
Without him,
would he or you claim that I do not have a soul?
Huh? Not sure. It seems to work with the Githyanki, and I can't speak on the Githzarai, but...
Our origins are different from yours, who were spun into existence by these beings you now worship. That does not make us or the Illithid any less alive, sentient, sapient, capable.
But what he's saying is that the souls of the Illithid, whether they have souls or not, really, let's skip past that. They can't fuel the three. Why have a flock that can't feed
an
you?
army?
Because it's stronger than the flock that could.
I should try to cheer them up.
Besides, we've already seen that these deities, amongst the others, are not willing or, I believe, capable of directly influencing the machinations of this realm. Their power is sufficient enough in their own realm. Why choose an army that would feed them if it is not as useful as an army that they could command of much greater strength?
But they've seen that plenty of times.
I think part of it is wanting to get back here. The fact that an avatar was able to show up was huge, frankly put.
Yes, but probably the extent of their ability to manifest here.
Exactly, and I feel like if I remember correctly, a lot of their power is guided by their influence. So, an army that
is true.
If it's an army,
A god with no followers is powerless.
I had to look after him. Without
There
him,
would need to be something
I would have lasted
else.
long.
Something darker, something deeper that we have not seen yet.
Let us actually continue this conversation where multiple other conversations are not having at the same time, because it's very difficult to make out what you are saying.
I have Althira here, and I would love to talk to her.
Maybe we
So,
can pawn off some of the stuff we find here. We could use the coin.
You're
hello.
here. Good.
Are you all right?
That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well.
Maul.
Trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Probably those are. Nasty children.
I believe Mole was the one with the eye patch.
Maul's the one with the eye patch. Yeah, she's the one who made the deal with Raphael.
And was abducted.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I don't believe we're certain that she did, but it's
I don't
likely.
know. He very heavily implied that she had already made her decision, and then she had a chess piece.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we play together?
Sure. Let's do that right now.
Yes.
You do not have a choice.
If you can't keep up, don't take it to heart.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bard burn.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Where's my perform button?
Yes, I mean, if
Where's
you
the
can't,
power?
Can't keep up, Veken.
Bard battle. Well, for some reason, I expected more out of this.
I thought this would be something.
That was a blast. Thank you.
Alfieri is stressing me out.
I have a question.
High hopes for you, Hellrider.
Yes, you.
The chap who we saw get a parasite in his eye from the
Duke
big...
Ravengard.
Yeah.
Yes, we killed him.
What was it like in there?
I don't believe so.
Was that? Oh, I thought he was the. Never mind. I had a leg thing happen, so I thought he was the mind flayer.
No, he was teleported away with those other two.
He's in command of one of the greatest military forces of this coast and will likely be a new figurehead pawn in this game that is being played.
Raven God, isn't that Will's dad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going to.
But Victor, you were saying.
Thanks for watching out for me.
I
could have tossed me back in the shadows.
They're obviously going to use him to do something. If he commands the biggest army and combines that with the other army that is heading there, plus an elder brain, it feels like a force that could...
Don't believe that is the play here. Gortash said that he was going to save the city against that oncoming army. I would wager it is likely with the forces of Ravengard's Flaming Fist, at least in supplement to whatever other machinations he has. But eventually...
There's a Cindarl thing going on. Just
I literally am not doing anything.
I know. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
I will seek more allies in the city then.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
I don't like the last part. The all part's a little bit menacing.
Yes, it has the feel of...
Thanks for watching out for me. Tossed me back in the shadows.
Manipulation to it.
Cindarl just disappeared.
I'm getting rid of stuff. Don't worry about me. I'm still here in roleplay.
Well,
getting rid
I
of.
think we do have much to talk about. If we are done talking with those here, we should probably speak in confidence someplace quieter.
It's a camp.
Probably a good idea.
Let us to camp then.
Long rest.
Yeah, we can start
think
that up.
whichever.
Yeah.
Makes sense. After fighting a god, you know. Taking a little
Nighttime after a god.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people that want to talk to us.
Ooh.
Boy.
And it
The
seems
spiders are here.
It seems somebody from my chat has purchased a monologue.
Ooh. Xre'nav'Ira, honestly. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Though that is just with channel points and not with donations, so it's going to be a smaller
That's
monologue. Because that's
So glad
normally
it's not
for
for me.
my my tabletop games. But you know, I'm all for it. Well, actually, Xre'nav'Ira's been doing an awful lot of monologuing already in this episode. But let's see. What do we want to monologue about?
Go choose a place to take a seat somewhere to set the scene, Jack.
Somewhere to take a seat. I don't know. Where amongst all these piles of trash do you think would be the most dramatic?
I think the owl bear for you,
and just
because that's the one thing you've had to deal with.
Just sit down on the owl bear.
Right beside it.
Where even is our owl bear?
The owl bear's right behind you. I don't think there's any seats near it. I just thought it
there's no seats in this whole camp. What's up with no seats in the whole?
Yeah.
Wait, there is a bench. There's one bench.
There's one bench. All right.
One bench right there.
And you can't even sit on it. You can move it. You can't sit on it. No, there's a stool over here. Here we are. I'll sit on this stool. Facing away. Facing the trash. What if I... Nope. Just... All right.
Can you move the stool? Oh, you can. So there you
go. Okay.
right with shirtless Cindarl.
Yep. No, okay. And there's no like /sit command or anything in this because it's not
there's no emotes. Yeah.
Well, it's been quite some time since we first met on that Nautiloid, bound by these worms behind our eyes. It's been a journey trying to find some cure for this. And I will admit that I was unimpressed upon our initial joining. But we've bonded and have grown as allies and as teammates. Something I have not had in far too long. Down in the Underdark amongst the Githyanki for so long, I had forgotten what it meant to be part of a team. And even, to an extent, what it meant to be Githzarai. Our combined philosophies, you threes, those other we travel with, differ to that of my own. But where the Githyanki seek domination, control, servitude of the masses to ensure their ideals, the Githzarai are not above listening to others, learning from each other, bettering each other. And it is one of the few fortunes of the turn of these events that you all have reminded me the difference between the Githyanki and the Githzarai, and that there is much more to our own plight and to the Gake intrusions, the grand design that they hold. It's more than just us against them. And now it seems there is even more drawing all of these pieces together. And while we are simply the four of us, and all these stragglers at this camp who don't seem to really want to do anything during this course of events but sit here and chat, regardless, it may only be the four of us, but I can't think of a better four that I have met in my time amongst my people or the Githyanki who would actually have a chance of standing up against what we face. So, we have dealt a major defeat, one of 3, it seems, in command of these forces. While I would normally be loath to say it, I think we are due a moment's respite and even celebration. So whether tonight or on our journey to Baldur's Gate, I look forward to whatever revelries we may get into. So to the four of us, she'll hold up a goblet of something she pulled out of somewhere. To the four of us and our bonds, hopefully they will strengthen and be what can break the chain of these dead 3 on this Elder Brain, on the Gake, on all the thralls they now have. She'll toast.
I'll drink. Lovely, Xre'nav'Ira. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajax, for sponsoring that.
The very first one.
That impromptu inspirational speech.
Victor somehow managed to find himself a steaming cup of tea.
Very nice. Well, actually, with that, with me rambling for so long, that does put us at 10 o'clock. Do we have anything else we want to discuss before for dropping out?
No, I think we can have our night of rest when we start up next. This will be a good spot for us to reconvene.
I suggest that we get these dialogues out of the way at least.
Ooh, fair.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. I guess I'll talk to Will, because considering I've been the one messing around.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll talk to Karlak when you're done.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate.
Well, I see that you've been told about your
all
father.
of Faerun.
I'm glad I don't need to be the one to tell you that, so... What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Yes. The Absolute's cult has your dad. What do you think they'll do with him? Where do they go next?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it.
I know.
It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father.
Well,
The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Well, Zora said you can say what led to your pact and exile and all that. I pulled some strings. I think it's time we learn the truth about you.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
My home is under siege. I don't have a good answer for these because I did exactly what you did. I guess I'd give my life if it meant keeping my residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17.
I'm surprised there's not a warlock option.
Father,
I am
Old
too.
Raven Guard had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
Oh,
The
damn,
cult
I
of the
remember
dragon,
that.
A fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
That's
left you in charge, though. I'll just nod and continue.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Yeah.
All right, boy, come on. Come on, Will, show me what's going on.
Shadow of the mount. 5 groups of
I don't know why they
5
didn't make a
figures,
cinematic.
each
Yeah, this should have
encircle
been
a
a
lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth.
A lot more of these should be like the
Cultists
freaky
chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Oh, yeah.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
I wonder what she's got rooted there and why you were so important to her.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
I wonder what Zariel thinks of you then.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Here, here. You took on 25 cultists, though? That's incredibly impressive.
I had Mizura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis.
Gross.
Lovely.
The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash.
And that
My
power
soul
seems to
was
have left
bound,
him.
and my
He
lips were sealed.
mentioned that. He lost it when he was infected.
Mm.
Is that how you lost your eye, though? Battle with the cult of the dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
You could just take out the eye.
Done.
Yeah.
That's easy.
No.
Well, I mean, we could always call in Volo. He seems good with it.
Huh.
What about your father, the Grand Duke? What did he do?
He
there?
returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
You did what you had to for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
We'll talk about this later.
I understand.
How does it feel to be a devil, by the way? I haven't asked you
It's
that yet.
said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet.
Ouch.
Really?
Be my mirror. What do you see?
Ooh.
I see the handsome devil, if I do say so myself.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me, horns and all. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Thanks for the talk, Will.
All right. Let's see.
That's a boy who's got a lot to unpack. That man's gotta have a heyday. Once this all settles down, he has to go to bed one
The
night. And
tadpole, the absolute.
we've had him in this camp the entire. It's right there. It's right there, and he. Yeah.
Seems that he is a servant of Bane.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Calm down.
Not if I kill him first.
I won't know peace till I've dug my thumbs into his eyes. Till I've ripped out his throat with my teeth. Hear that, Gortash? I'm coming for you. I can feel it. The engine is getting hotter, louder. I feel like it might burn out completely. And soon, if I don't find some way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Okay.
Feel bad for her.
Yeah, Karlak's story is the most.
And even worse, because we're incapable of doing anything for her because we can't accept her
Yeah.
into our party.
Yeah, exactly. We can't even reduce the heat.
Are there any sane people in this camp?
Well, your buddy's over there twiddling his thumbs.
Yes, and he can keep doing that.
Oh, Arabella's over here too. Cindarl, she doesn't have a little quest marker, but Arabella's here.
Arabella. You mean Aelin?
Yeah.
The tiefling girl.
Yeah,
with
the little
strange
girl that we were
magics.
going to send away.
Oh, yes, yes, I know her well. Where? Oh, yes.
More.
I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here.
You have been very strong. They would be proud of you.
I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
There's also a secret thing. I think that we need to speak to Jaheira for something to activate, or maybe that's at the city.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Okay, maybe not yet. Okay. I think there's one more person, and then we're done.
Is there?
Yeah, I think they want it. I think the two.
Galen and Isabel, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
They wanted to talk at camp.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
No, but
I certainly believe you
like...
Guilty. The moment I looked at Aelin, I just knew I had to be with her. I was hers. That was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He became a chosen of the dead god Merc.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Okay. Let us take our long rest and end the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is something going to happen? Fuck. God damn it. Oh. Veken.
Oh.
It sounded like a dog. Oh.
No!
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Nothing. Both animals look fine.
thought something was wrong.
Oh, your speak to animals isn't activated. God damn it.
Yeah.
Just a bad dream.
Oh, there
It's
it is.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Goblins had me in a cage, hooked me with pointy sticks.
Just now, it was just a nightmare. We're safe here, with Master.
The best
He'll settle
companionship.
in. Give it a little time.
Thank you, Scrooge. Did you call me master just now?
I suppose I did. You've been good to us. To both of us. Gomwick would be happy I'm with you, I think.
Like it here. Warm fire. Scratch reminds me of Big Brother.
Oh.
Do you have a brother?
Used to. Mother ate him.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I won't eat you. Well, you're both welcome here.
Double screech.
Yes!
Oh.
I got an achievement for petting both animals at once.
Nice.
That's so cool.
It was all worth it.
No.
I'm very happy that animal speak didn't go away because that would have made it
Yes.
less.
That would have sucked.
All right.
Well,
And now scrap. Well, yeah. Yes.
well, I believe that. Why are the floors covered in blood? Did I sleep through something? Anyway, yeah, I suppose it is 10 o'clock. That is where we can wrap it up. Yeah, lots of great roleplay and interesting developments towards the end here. Made it mostly out of Act 2. I think we're still technically in Act 2 until we head to the bridge. Yep. But we're gonna pick up with some really interesting stuff next week.
Oh my god, they follow them.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry.
Yeah, cool. So, another episode of From Behind These Eyes tonight. We'll be back presumably next week with another one, the transition between Acts 2 and 3, which is my favorite part of the game. What we dealt with tonight with the Elder Brain and Merkle and all that, and transitioning into Act 3. It's going to be a good time, and then we have all of Act 3 to go through, which is going to be a lot. So we'll see how we tackle that. But until then, let's go over once again who we all are, and now that we're at the end here, where we can find more of these fantastic gamers and role players. Speaking about fantastic gaming acumen, Tal, our master gaming residence here. What you got going on?
That's me.
Only hurt somebody a little bit this week.
Yeah, I know. And I didn't take any damage. Not bad.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah, I'm Tal. You can find me on the social media under the Gamers Rest. And you can check out my YouTube where I play games badly, which will come as a shock to no one at all. Let's see, what have I got going on? There was going to be, I'm launching a new thing for my Ko-fi next month. So I'm starting a new series, and it's going to be 5e monsters based on Grim Tales. So kind of taking the Grim Tale and making it even worse, which I've already got a couple ready for, and yeah, it's going to be truly terrifying.
Nice.
So that'll be coming soon, yeah, next month, and that is me.
Cool. Very interesting. Zach, playing Veken. What you working on?
Yeah, hey everybody. I'm Zach. I go by Astraceratops here on Twitch. I wasn't streaming today, that's fine. And I run Schedule for Launch, a podcast to talk about indie projects where you can learn about music and games and other cool stuff. We got a lot of really cool stuff that are coming up, actually. I got 2 next week that I'm going to be interviewing for. Going to be reintroducing James Kerr, creator of oh my gosh, why can't I remember what it's called right now? Oh, it's right here too. Fight to Survive, role-playing martial arts meets heart. He is introducing a new project called Solo. Oh my gosh. It's a solo street fighting game based on 80s, like, grim kind of hand-to-hand combat martial arts movies. It's a lot of fun. I can't remember. Solo Martial Blues, that's what it's called. And it looks incredible. And I'm also going to be talking to another new creator who's developing a game called Beetle Knight, where you get to play as bug knights in a little fantasy world, and it looks really good. And we're going to be talking about that soon. On Saturday, I'm going to be streaming Pal World with a couple friends. We're going to be diving into the weird world of Pal World, which, if you don't know, it's kind of like the worst form of Pokemon. Yeah, you equip your little Pokemon-esque creatures with weapons and send them off to war as you capture and eat them. Or use them as your army. It's going to be a lot of fun. That'll be on Astraceratops. Where, yeah, that comes out tomorrow. We're going to be playing it on Saturday. Early reviews are saying it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of like Rust, so we're going to see what trouble we get into. That's everything from me, though. I hopefully won't sound like this unintentionally for too much longer. Because it hurts to talk sometimes. You can find me on everything at Schedule for Lunch, by the way. Other than Twitch, I'm Astraceratops.
Nice. Sounds like a lot of cool things to look out for.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And renewed once again with the normal amount of material components and arcane circumstance. We have the Eye.
I am the Eye. I've been playing Cindarl, the Barbarian, Paladin, follower of Tempest, God of War. I am found here right now. That's it. It's the only place I am found until Zach decides to resummon me for various antics on his
He'll
channel.
be back soon, but if you listen to my voice, that's why.
Yes, exactly. Not a blame. You mortals are very weak, I understand. Anywho, besides that, yes, we are. That's me. That
awesome.
is a amazing looking earth elemental.
Yeah. Looks even better once all the textures load in. All right, and of course, I have been Xre'nav'Ira. You already know where to find me. It's right here because you're already watching. So thanks. If you are watching this live and you don't know about it yet, you can also head over to YouTube where you can find all of this and previous things. As with everywhere else at RPGs Uncovered, right now, at least currently, this is really the only main show I have going on. I'm looking into actually a lot more stuff coming up this year. Unfortunately, I lost a good 2 weeks to being sick, and that really threw everything off, but I am getting back into the grind of setting up some really cool stuff for this year, so stay tuned for that. I am looking forward to launching at least once monthly one-shots of various games, so we can start seeing a lot more games being introduced and explored without necessarily going into a full RPGs Uncovered season. So I'm looking to run at least one every month, 2 if I can get guest GMs on to help run more games, and also that might give me a chance to play in some of them. So if you or anyone you know is a creator of a fun new indie game or would simply like to come on to RPGs Uncovered as a guest GM, there's a form that you can find on really all the social medias, but it is the pinned tweet on the Twitter. So you can sign up to be a player or a contributor of a game or a guest GM, all kinds of cool stuff on there. And I look forward to working with a lot of cool people and helping to tell a lot more cool stories that I just can't tell. That's one of my main reasons of doing this. The more people you bring on to tell more stories, the more people with different backgrounds and different ways of life and different experiences, the more amazing stories that can be told, and that just benefits everybody. So I'm looking forward to doing monthly or twice monthly one-shots coming up, but the big draw right now is Starcrier, a Lancer story. I believe everyone can still hear me. Yes. So we're probably going to be pushing the start date back a week or two, probably looking mid-February at this point, again, because I lost so much time from being sick. But I have a lot of really cool stuff planned for Starcrier, and I have an amazing cast that I've put together. Still not finalized on if I can get one or two more people onto that, but stay tuned for cast announcements. Stay tuned for a lot of really cool drops about what's coming up with that. Starcrier is going to be a full season length campaign, possibly multi-season length campaign, depending on how much you guys enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to doing something much more long format. And I have got a lot of really cool plans for this as far as maps and visuals and sound and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. The Starcrier Conflict, a Lancer story, coming in February. I think that is more or less all I have going on. Check out Veil of the Void and the associated Twitch channel every other week that we can get everybody together for some amazing Veil of the Void content. That's always fun. And I should be working with a lot more other channels in the coming weeks and months where you can find me as a player on other channels. So the best place to learn about that really is either on my Discord for the going live announcements or on Twitter, where you can retweet everything. Because I'm already talking with some great people about getting on some other games. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've been rambling for long enough. We've done our introductions, outroductions, whatever that may be. So thank you for watching another fun episode of From Behind These Eyes. Check us out next week for the continuation of this, and probably my favorite part of Baldur's Gate 3 coming up. And if you haven't already, go check out YouTube for the previous From Behind These Eyes episodes and all of the other fun tutorials and demo play miniseries and interviews that I've done with some fantastic creators and games throughout the last couple years. Thank you for watching. Everybody stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Keep having fun. Keep checking back here at RPGs Uncovered for a lot of really fun content coming up this year. Good night, folks, and happy time zone.